I just can't remember came too far to turn back. The return of the lyricist. Get it together.
Turn my mic on. I don't know if this is gonna be a bonus. It's your boy. You Good with Mike Brown, Mental Health Podcast. Yeah, it's your boy. I don't know why I'm doing this. What's up? You listen to You Good with Mike Brown, the Mental Health Podcast, presented by myself, Loudspeakers, Chris T on the boards. This is just like a solo episode for right now. I do have a guest coming by. How am I gonna start this? I just keep it funky. My boy Kavito was just in here and we were just talking some shit. And like, do you ever feel like you exist in like two worlds, or not two worlds, but like there's like the black you, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Like the black you, and then like the rest of the world you. It's the same you, but it's like, I don't know how to explain this shit.
I see it. The way I see it is there's a unhinged Chris, like behind closed doors, and then there's like, I gotta be presentable and I gotta interact with people. Yeah,
and I think everybody has that thing where it's like, like behind closed doors, like it's whatever, but like I feel like there's always that extra layer, and I know like it's really weird to start the podcast like this, where you're just going into like theories and shit.
This is the point of the podcast. Like this is, honestly, like
that's what it. Man,
it's a safe space for that.
It's a safe space. This podcast, like, for real, the podcast kind of scares me. Like, because it's literally my podcast, and I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. And it's like, it's a space where I feel like I've had in my life, like, you do whatever you want in your life, but it's also like, in life, it's like there's laws. Like, if I wanted to kill somebody, I ain't just gonna kill somebody. Right. Unless I knew, like, I gotta kill him. Now I gotta, hide the body. Now I gotta do out. I'm not doing all that. I'm just too.
Yeah.
I got other shit I want to do.
It's too much effort.
Too much effort. Too much effort.
Time.
Like if there was like an app. You know what I mean? Killer, just KILLR. You know what I mean? Just be like, yeah, you want to just or murder or something. Like, I just don't like this person, and you could do it. Then maybe, you know what I mean? Like you just swipe and match with murderers.
God, if there was an app for that. Anyway, we can't say that.
Yeah.
We don't
I'm just saying, don't make it. Don't make it. Just brilliance coming out of here. But it's just like I feel like I know like the blogs and like the shit that I've read, they talk about the code switch and like you're black and you go to work and then you code switch. And now existing in this world, I feel for so long, like I had to do this code switching thing where it's all right, like, so 10 years ago, I didn't tell anybody I was going to do stand-up or go into comedy, right? The first person I told was Mike Machoki, my best friend who got murdered, right? That was the first person I told, and he was and when I told him, he was like, yeah, what's wrong with you? You should have been doing that. And I was like, really? You know what I mean? It's like a crazy thought to me, and the first time I said it out loud, my best friend was keeping it so funky. He's like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you're like, oh, okay, I'll do this. And I'm working at a new job, and I'm like just being honest, like, hey, I do stand-up comedy. I'm like, oh, that's great. And so it's like I'm at work, and I'm towing the line of like, okay, I'm the only black guy at work. I'm also the only comedian at work. And I don't know if I should have told my bosses and shit this, but I did right off rip. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, like, sometimes I'm in the meeting. I'm like, I don't know if they're taking me seriously here because, people talk about, like, oh, but your 2-year goals. And I'm just like, I hope not to be here,
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Well, but and then when you're done with that, it's like, when I got laid off, I'm like, all right, well, technically I'm unemployed, but I'm also a comedian. You know what I mean? But I'm also broke. But I'm also, it's just like all these different fucking things. And then you have the thing of like, you got your friends who know you as the homie, but you're like, professionally, I'm a comedian, and you're still trying to do comedy, but also by doing comedy, we don't have an office. So we just getting up late night, doing stuff, hanging and being and doing shows and
crazy hours, man.
Crazy hours. A bunch of other crazy people saying what they feel and what they think is funny to strangers and shit. And then we come back around friends and like, oh, you changed. It's like, no, it's just same me. It's just that I use this outlet to do this thing. Yeah. And now at this point of like getting closer to where we're at this point now anyway, not even getting closer, but just like I was just like, well, fuck it, whatever. This is my safe space.
Yeah.
Say, it's not. I'd rather have a podcast than have a Twitter account. I'd rather just like people listen to me every week if they want to hear what's going on. What?
You can be you.
Yeah, it's scary. You can be you. It's a weird thing, like to have the freedom or the power to say that shit.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm trying to work my way around having the freedom of because I came up in the workforce doing fucking retail and shit. So I'm used to biting my tongue and going, you know what? I probably shouldn't say that because this person's gonna be mad at me, and then I'm gonna get mad at that person, and then we're gonna have an argument. Yeah, and then I'm gonna lose everything.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm operating from fear every day, baby.
Every day.
Like it's all these things. It's like, man, there was this. I saw this thing on Twitter about Liam Neeson.
Oh,
and he was like, I think his friend got this woman was like sexually assaulted. Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to say rape anymore. Sexually assaulted.
There you go.
By an African American or black person, and he was walking around with that thing on him.
Yeah.
And he was just hoping for a week that he would run into a black bastard so he could kill him. And everyone's like, I knew he was racist. I knew. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, and he did say black bastard with that anger, but it's like I don't know if he it sounded like he hated like black people. Right. And it's like he wanted to kill a black person. That's like fucking racism for real. But also he was like triggered by this story that he heard. So he had all that anger he needed to let off. Mm-hmm. And he didn't tell nobody. He just went around with that thing on him. It's like, yo, you just need to talk to somebody who could be like, yo, don't walk around with that thing on you, first of all. Second of all, you can't just walk around wanting to kill black people just like, man, I really hope today's the day. You can't do that. That shit is not societal. It's not humane, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, it would have been in like the 50s or some shit like that. But...
Yeah, I mean, that's how they used to go around. It's like every day, I feel like, I tweet about like, sometimes I feel like the Hulk. Like, my secret is I'm always angry. Yeah. I'm always angry.
There you go.
I'm always angry.
Always angry.
Always angry. And it's not like anger at a particular, like, white people, whatever. It's just like anger at the, position in life, anger at, like, wealth things, still being happy for the things that I have, but angry because things are might not be the way that I want them to be. And the only thing that I can do with that anger is be like, well, why are you angry, Mike? What's going on with you, man? And then it's like I start thinking about like, well, I don't have this thing yet. Well, it's like, well, what have you done to get that thing? And really just like process it like that. But that anger then fuels me to be either productive or to just do nothing. Sometimes I'm like, man, just fucking relax, bro. Like, it's cool, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you?
It's a fine line to wrestle with.
It's a fine line, man.
It's a fine fucking line.
I watched I didn't really watch, but like I watched the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna say it. I watched it. You know what I mean? I
I ain't judging.
Well, listen, real shit. So, well, I don't even know how to say that. All right. So I'm at the house chilling, and one of the homies, Ian, he's a white dude. He's there, and we're talking, and he was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "So you're not like protesting or whatever?" And I was like, oh, no. And I listened, and it's Chloe and Haley are singing. Mm-hmm. And they're not singing the national anthem. But I'm like, those are Beyonce's artists. I know, I'm sure Beyonce was like, don't come here. Unless she was like, you could go there, but don't sing the national anthem. So I was like, that's how you sidestep it. I see you. So I was like, so I told Ian, I'm like, yo, listen, man. I was like, yo, no disrespect. I was like, but I'm going to take a knee right now. Because I don't know when I don't know when the anthem's going to start, but I'm going to just be already kneeled, right? So I'm taking a knee, right? And as I'm taking the knee, I'm just like, oh, this is just a funny bit, right? And then I hear the national anthem, and so I'm already kneeling. Yeah. So my girl walks by, she's like, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Right? And then we both we both start laughing. And I'm like, she's like, all right, because she's like, go protest do your thing. She's like, yeah, you're really helping the community. I'm like, shut up, right? So she's doing the thing. And while I'm down there, I'm like, how funny would it be if, like, Kaepernick was just, like, working out really, really hard one day, and he was standing up to, like, protest, and he wanted to protest, and during the national anthem, he was like, "Oh, my legs, man!" And he just like took a knee for a second. He just wanted to take a quick knee, and then he couldn't get back up, and he's like, "Man, I gotta stay down here for a while because I'm not gonna be the best gameplay I could be." And then they come up to him like, "Oh, so why'd you take that knee?" And he's like, "Fuck, I can't tell him that. You know, my muscles are hurt. I'm not even a top-rated quarterback. They're gonna fire me. How can I get them to divert their attention from me? What about these Black lives? What about you know what I mean?" So I imagine this world where we finally all accept that, you know, hey, Black Lives Matter, stop killing the cops, whatever. And then they go back to Kaepernick and they're like, "So Cap, we fixed this whole thing, now what?" He's like, "Yeah, well, you know, my legs are just bad." And I know that's not what's happening, but my comedy brain is like, what else? What other reason? Because, yo, I was taking a knee and I wanted to get up because they finished singing and everything, but I was mad comfortable. And I was like, yo, this shit is so comfortable. Like, this is the protest? Just taking the knee? Niggas used to march, fight the power, stand in front of hoses and dogs and shit sit-ins getting yelled at, and all you do, I just gotta take a... You telling me to protest, I gotta just turn the TV off? Nigga, what? Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you tomorrow. I got 3 screens with the game on, but every other day I'm not watching the NFL. It's a fucked up thing, but it's like, what am I? I'm perfect. I got just...
I'm not judging anybody who tuned in to the big game. You know, you can't say Super Bowl because they might flag people. But
really?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of YouTube videos got taken down because they said, and I said it too, so I got to bleep it out. But
well, man, make
big game.
You can't even say it anymore.
Yeah, technically you can't, but yeah.
Okay, I think America needs football.
That could be.
Okay, now. A lot of shit that I say on this podcast are going to end up being material because it's really dumb shit that I'm saying. I feel like anytime I do like a solo episode, it's more of like a Bill Burr episode of like Monday rants. Yes. You know what I mean? But it's just like I'm also just talking to you about it. But okay, the Bowl of Supreme Athletes. That's the only sport that all Americans will watch together live.
Yeah.
That's the only one. Like, it's one time. It's one game. It's not like watching the NBA Finals. Oh, I missed game 1. I missed game 2.
Right.
It's only one fucking game.
Yeah.
And whoever won is the best of that game.
Yeah.
So everyone watches that one show. There's no other program that all Americans get together and watch. And there's either 2 type Americans on that day. Someone who watched it and someone who hasn't and wasn't watching it. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Every other event, it's like one of many games or it's a series. Yeah. This is what the big game.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
The big game.
And this is the thing. We need to just see people we need to see war. It's fucked up.
It's the American way.
It's the American way. We need to see war. And it's like such a thing where it's like we not like, you don't see their faces. You just see 2, hey, the Rams over there going to be in blue and the Patriots are going to be in white. And we just going to see them knock each other out for a little bit. And it's fucked up. But it's kind of like you kind of need it because Liam Neeson is walking around wanting to kill a black bastard.
Yeah.
Like,
and
he ain't even from here and he around, you know what I mean? Like, and we got him in our, like, this is why we need football. Also, this is another thing, because I was like, well, if we need football, see, this is the way my mind, it's so stupid. If we need football, right? How can you keep football? But what about the violence? What about the concussions? All that? Oh, man. It's like, well, you either do 2 things. You either take off the helmets. No one has helmets, which I think might be a good thing to do because, like, I think the Leatherheads didn't have that many concussions, and also if you're playing rugby, I don't think they wear helmets, and they're not having a lot of. But you're more aware of your head, so you're not going to bash that into somebody else's skull. So I think that's important. But the other thing is this: or you take the violence out of football, but are you really going to watch touch football? Like, tag, you're sacked. Are you really going to do that? No.
Tag.
Tag, you're sacked now. Like, no. You're not going to watch it. Tag. You're not going to watch it. Why? It's because you want to see somebody get hit.
Yeah.
You want to see. It's like if you haven't watched Patrice O'Neal's Elephant in the Room special.
Classic.
Probably it's like one of my favorite specials of all time, and he just talks about like the barbarianism of football and where it went and why is it disappearing, and it's like not a man thing, but like the next level is like it's kind of an American thing. Like this country was built on some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great country. Love it, great people. Believe me, build that wall. Whatever. I'm just trying to get all my political connects together.
Stay connected.
Okay, here's this other thing. And no, I don't fuck with Trump. It was a joke because I don't want to be like that taken out of context. You know?
Yeah, people will do that.
Yeah, they will. That's the other thing. I mean, I know I'm going to talk about this, but like the other thing I was telling you about, like operating systems, man.
Yep.
We walking around. I got a Jamaican operating system, the black operating system on me, a comedian operating system, and I'm operating in America.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a first generation American listening to this, you have immigrant parents and you have the operating system of the country that they were raised in, and they're raising you to be great as if you were in that country. But they also try to give you some American things, but they're like, don't bring that to my house or whatever outside. It's one thing. And so now you're living in this weird world where you're just trying to make sense of it all. But it's a world all your own. It's fucking nuts.
I think that I love the comedian operating system. Even though I'm not a comedian, but I identify with y'all. That operating system is I think that's all you need.
The thing about the comedian operating system is this. We never say things to get... I don't think we say things to piss people off. Like, I don't say things necessarily to piss people off.
Right.
But I always like finding, if not the truth, the unseen or the unknown answer. You know, it's like if you have a joke like, why did the chicken cross the road, right? Usually it's like, oh, to get to the other side, right? That's one answer. But also there's a million other answers, but you want to find the answer that's the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the funniest, or like the thing that's like, I'm so mad at that, but I can't be mad at it because I see the logic of it, but that's fucking good. Like, that's the shit that I fucking love in life, when you're like, oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, you fucking got it. And when you're living especially in America with this operating system where everyone wants to be seen as such an individual, yet we all have to be respectful of groups, it's hard. It's like if you get in a fight with someone, it's just a fight. But if that person is like part of the LGBTQ community, it could be looked at as a hate crime, you know? And it might not be,
right?
Because it's like, I'm not fighting this person because they're part of that community. They're just like they just punched my mother in the face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so now we're fighting. You know what I mean? It's like it's this weird thing where I just like have the anxiety of like an older Jewish man. That's how I'm living. I think that is the comedian operating system anxiety. Yeah. Good old fashioned anxiety, baby.
No Jewish man.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I was watching fucking Mrs. Maisel. Pretty, you know, shout out to my people that write on the show. Y'all cool.
Yes.
But it's like, I see how motherfuckers have the anxiety. I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where a lot of this comedy comes from, because you're so fucking worried. Like, look at one of my favorites, Larry David. Like, hey, just fucking.
I just started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm the other day. Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I'm still.
Where you at?
I'm on the first episode of season 2. I'm still trying to. I'm not trying. I like it. I just, you know, it's still fresh.
Yeah.
It's still fresh, but I dig it.
Okay.
His sense of humor is growing on me.
Which episode did you watch?
I'm on the first one of season 2. So
it's my man Chris. Hey. What's up, man? What's up? Okay. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so it's just gonna be this Chris episode. We'll just have
let's do it. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let loose, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah, cause you was like you hit me up and you was like, yo, I want to do the podcast. A lot of people say that they do, but they never like do the follow up. Like, yo, What's good? Chris G trying to be like, here.
Yo, yeah.
I said I wanted to. Hey, man, damn.
It's hard. It's hard to find a way to talk about your emotions nowadays. People don't like that shit.
You got threatened, motherfucker.
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
man.
yo, man, I want to be sad, nigga. What's good? Yeah, I just got the text just now.
Oh yeah, it's not. Oh, okay. And I also start with this because usually I start with like how I met people. I'm trying to think who was the comic who put us.
Well, I don't know who put you on.
Who told you? Yeah.
Who told me?
I'll remember.
I don't remember.
I'll
truly
remember.
don't. Oh, you remember?
No, I will remember.
Yeah,
I will remember.
I don't remember. I really don't. I might have just seen you.
No,
I don't think because you wasn't doing that bit.
No, because what happened was I did a show, and I did a joke about my dad and how I used to get bullied for having a dad, right? Mm-hmm. And then after the show, I think it might have been Chris Clark.
Yeah, it was Dirty Clark.
Yeah, it was Clark.
Dirty Clark. I know two Chris Clarks.
Oh, okay.
One is a Christian comic, and I call him Dirty Clark.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with his hygiene. He's a very clean gentleman.
Yeah, everybody's black. Once again, Chris is just a name that's just shared around.
Chris's, and so many Clarks.
So he was like, yo, my man got a bit about that. You stealing bits, man. I was like, nah. He was like, all right, well, you might want to check in, my man in Philly. And I'm like, I'm in New York, doing my jokes in New York. I haven't even done comedy in Philly yet. I have like, what the fuck? And it was funny because like, when you get like that kind of conversation, that's like the first meeting that like we had. I was like, my introduction to him as a person. I'm like, all right, I respect the realism, but shit, fuck, all right. And then like, it was like a week went by or something, and then you had hit me up on, I think it was like the Facebook or whatever, and you was like, yo,
messages.
Yeah, and it was like funny because it was like, yo, I was like, hey, I hear we doing the same bit. I just wanted to talk to you about it, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. Like, yeah, let's get on the phone. Like, you know what I mean? And then I walked on the phone. We just talked about it, and then like we both just started cracking up laughing about how like that. Well, I feel that anxiety of like, yo, how to fucking make it in this business? I gotta be so fucking unique. What can I talk about that nobody's talking about? Having a father.
That's the saddest. That is. That's so sad. Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
What the fuck? Ain't nobody got a father out here.
Ain't nobody in these streets got no dad.
Nobody knows how it is to have a father and be bullied. They don't know my struggle. I'm unique because I'm the only one.
Yeah, man. I remember when I was cooking that up, I was like, yeah, don't nobody know about how. Like, yeah, it was funny because it was a true, like, the way I even came with my joke was one day I was just around the way, and I was telling the story about how I found out that one of my other homies had a dad too, right? So, and I caught his dad walking out of his house. I was like, yo, you got a dad? He was like, yeah, man. So, you know, I had a dad. I was like, I thought I was the only one around here with a dad.
Oh,
and we
man.
got into a full-blown conversation, and we got way closer after that. Like, we was like, just like a good surface level strong friend.
Yeah.
After that, we was like, yo, you got a working dad, I got a working dad.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And this is all right.
And then I just wrote a joke about it. I was like, this is sad that that's a conversation. And it's a game changer.
I mean, like, I legit had people be like, what the fuck, yo, like, you like living with him and shit? Like, yeah.
Dude, it's
like,
sad.
yeah, it's sad, but it's like one of those things where it's like even like when we talked at the Bert Luger show, just about like how the times have changed, because like when we were running around doing that joke, it was like, it still was, it's still like funny, but it was just like, definitely people didn't hear that stuff before.
Yeah.
And now like that, the culture, I feel like the industry is like changed in such a way where they're like, yeah, everyone has their fathers growing up. I mean, everyone has. It's like, yo, you just kind of missed a whole generation of people trying to figure it out. Like,
poor, be like now, it used to be like you were diverse if you were listed as like a poor dude from the hood, whatever, and you kind of in the industry, you were technically diverse. That's not even diverse no more. Not because it's not diverse. It still is.
Yeah.
They just don't want it. It's not diverse enough for them. Like, you got to be super diverse. Like, you gotta be poor, no dad, no mom.
Man.
You know what I mean? Raised by your younger brother somehow. It gotta be something goofy. Like, it's too much. Like, yeah, it's like I feel like people out here creating tragic stories just to get on. Like,
it's weird, y'all.
it's so weird, bro.
It's so fucking weird. It's like before. The reason I got into stand-up comedy was like my best friend was murdered, and I never like would talk about it on stage or whatever, right? And I remember when I first started getting hot, quote unquote, that heat, that comedy heat, and they're like, "What's your story?" I'm just like, "I just want to do some comedy." And then like the more I would talk to these people over time, they're like, "Why didn't you lead with that?" I'm like, "Why would I?
Yeah.
Why would I lead with the tragic shit?" That's like
depressing, man.
Yeah, that shit
fucks
depressing
you
as
up, bro.
fuck, man.
Yeah.
Now I can talk about some shit, but it's like now I get it. Like, oh, I should have led with that. I should have just shit, stupid. I could have been out here.
Plus, honestly, if you would have led with that, and you, let's say you hit hard and they love you, you ain't got no follow up to that for a minute.
nothing.
Because as an adult, as a kid, you really don't understand the complexities that come with being famous off of everybody. The first thing ever you doing TV interviews. So how was it with a dead friend? And like you're not really emotionally equipped to handle that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like nobody know. Like my mom, like growing up, my mom, she had multiple sclerosis, right? So she passed now, but she had she had it between. She was diagnosed between my older brother and my middle brother. Yeah. So then they just had me. I know I was like the accident one because they at that point she was already sick. My dad just still wasn't pulling out. You know what I mean?
You real?
but I was had and my
Comedy.
mom been sick since, and it really like that. People was like, why don't you talk about your mom? And my homie, well, you know Monroe. Monroe was like, yo, but you got to start talking about your mom. I was like, for a little bit of time, I started doing it for a second. Yeah. But I was like, I'm not ready. And they was like, what you mean? He was like, I'm just not. It's a lot to go with that. You can't just start telling those stories and just think it's going to be like a year and let it. No. That's going to become the next chunk of my career. You know what I mean? When I finally open up about that on stage, because it's so layered and textured. The reason why I tell jokes even the way I do. Like I have, for a minute, I was the only one. I was one of the few black people who would go into these, like I would get calls. Philly is a lot of racism for a long time. It's just like Boston, you know what I mean? Philly and Boston is kind of similar in that sense. I would be the only black dude in a lot of these like shows where it's definitely racism in the room. Definitely. And then I would catch comics. This is the best. This is how I actually started getting into the quote-unquote white clubs or the mainstream clubs, whatever you want to call them, was I would be doing these rooms, right? And I would see the comics who were working these clubs do their other shit.
What do you mean?
Like they borderline racist jokes.
Oh, okay.
Or racist jokes, right?
Yeah.
But I'm the only one on the show. Yeah. And they would always give me this look like, man, I want to win this crowd, so I'm going to do these jokes, but hit me with that face like, Chris, you're not going to say nothing, right? And that's all one thing was like, I was hit him with that face like, you know you're going next time when I show up to that club, you're going to talk, you're going to speak up when it's time for me to get up on that stage, right?
Yep.
Like it was real, so it was to the point where...
Contracts.
It was a lot of just quiet conversations of, I know how fucked up you is. The thing is, and I still would walk into those rooms because they would think I would dumb it down, and they thought I was going soft toe the shit. I would get in, and this is why to this day I don't back down from like when I'm doing. It don't matter how big the fucking thing is. Yeah, I'll go in and I'll be like, "Oh, white people, y'all are awful." Like, and I just start ripping into them.
You start on awful,
dude. I didn't give a shit, and I was young, especially at that point. I was young. I was like 22. I had all sorts of come inside of me. I was ready to fucking fuck people up. Man. You know what I mean? Like I had all this aggression, and I'm South Philly. And you talking? I'm going to like a different part of South Philly where basically the Italians and the Irish was at, and I'm sitting there just walking in there. It was to the point they loved me after that because it was on some shit where it was like, oh, he don't give a fuck.
That's you, but it's you. But that's you authentic, though.
Dude, and I was really telling stories like, they were like, oh, where you? I'm South Philly. I'm across Broad Street. Like, when I start talking, they like, oh, this motherfucker really from here. Yeah. Two things. First of all, they didn't fuck with me because he from here. So if we touch him, he's going to bring the motherfuckers from across Broad Street. Secondly, they was like, we not going to fuck with him because I can tell this motherfucker been through some shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, and I used to go up there and just tell them jokes, but then between that I would tell, like, that's why my style is always tell, like, jokes mixed in with stories so that way I can get this real shit out. Because if I just hit them with just the stories, motherfuckers gonna be in there just crying, my nigga.
Man, I've been trying to like figure out how to like tell the stories with the jokes, but also like because like when those stories got pain in them, you want them to feel that pain too. Like, hold that nigga. Like you know what I mean? You want them to hold it. Yeah, take this pain and hold it. Did it feel like? This is my thing, because like I've in New York, right? Because it's not, I feel like it's not as overtly racist, but when I was starting, like, it was similar in the rooms, where it was like I'd go in like the mainstream club rooms, and you see those white dudes doing those certain jokes. You're like, and you get that look, and I'm like, all right, I know what you're doing, but speak up for me. And they wouldn't, and some of them wouldn't speak up, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just not fucking with you, and just making my own way. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I feel like there's so much shit that like we both go through. But the paths are different, but we're still like parallel in the sense of like.
You know what hurt more than I don't give a shit. Honestly, I was one of those people. Also,
You don't give a shit, and I just love it. Like
I hit this point where I got tired of people speaking up for me, and I got tired of them. And you know what I used to say all the time, and I done said this on the fucking Comedy Central shit and all that. I said to them, I was like, you know what we hate the most? I done said this in meetings behind it. I said, you know what minorities hate the most, quote unquote minorities hate the fucking most, is it the fact that y'all always speak for us. Yeah. Instead of electing yourselves to speak, why don't you say, hey, maybe we should let the person who actually is going through the shit talk. Maybe they can give us the point of view where, because they always want to paraphrase what you have to say. Like, motherfucker, I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my thing with this shit never was, a lot of people were like, oh, Chris, what you trying? Man, you funny as shit. You should be famous. They don't get it. I'm funny as shit in the hood. In the hood, I go to those hood spots when I want to. If I'm not working on nothing, I go straight in there just to have fun. Yeah. So motherfuckers can be happy.
Just fuck around.
Yeah, just fuck around. Fun, but now, when I'm in the mainstream shit, my goal is to be our voice. And not on no corny shit where it's like, I'm fucking trying to be like, yo, man, I want to be. It literally is on some. For me, in this instance, I look up to my man Frederick Douglass, or but
yo,
also,
don't shout Frederick Douglass.
I fucking
out
Fred.
that hard.
Fred my nigga, dog. Or
he said it like he was on the block with Frederick Douglass.
Some crazy
you don't
shit.
Want to give a shout out to
Paul
my man.
Robeson. Paul Robeson. If you know anything about Paul Robeson as an artist,
he real
fucking dope as shit.
Yeah.
Because he was the only one in the business who was like, he was getting a lot of love off of pure talent, but they never wanted to fuck with him. They made it very clear, like, we're going to respect you, and we can't deny who you are and what you can do, but we don't like you. Yeah, we have to put you. We have to let you deal work. With you. Yeah. It wasn't even like we have to put you anywhere, because he was a very firm believer. You're not putting me nowhere. I was already meant to be here, and you just got to move the fuck out the way. You know what I mean? Yeah. And in that sense, that's why I was like, I fuck with both of them. Yeah. Because they both fit. And then the side of Frederick, man, it was like on some shit when I was a kid. Like I'm legitimately, if you ask me, I'm dumb. Like I'm dumb. But what happened was I realized if I had to become the voice of my community, I gotta know both sides. I gotta be able to speak, not on some shit where I gotta be like an orator. You know what I mean? I don't gotta be like sitting there spinning word puzzles on motherfuckers. But I also have to be able to speak the way I speak where I'm from, but make it palatable for everybody. Yeah. And that was the part when you go back to the hood and they're like, man, why don't you just... And it's like, you don't even get what I'm doing. Like, y'all don't. Y'all don't see the fucking nights when you can kill... But you decide not to because you have something to say. It is very annoying, dog.
That's like the shit, like, I feel like I'm existing in so many different worlds all the time. And it's just like so fucking... I don't know if it's just for comics. I think sometimes for actors, too, they might have to deal with this shit. But, like... You go in certain spaces and it's like, I could be myself here. I could do that. In other spots, you're like, all right, well, this is kind of work. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. Like I love the thing that I do. That's why I do this. But you're like, no, this is work. Yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm. It's like the difference from doing like some festival show or some mainstream room versus a show that your homies run and like you're just gonna get paid or just get some. You're just chilling and having fucking fun.
Dude, they don't even realize like I'm not allowed to have fun. And like you know what I mean, in the sense of like getting in certain parts of
this business. If you want to do what you want to do, you can't have the fun that you want.
You're not up front. You got to come in super. Like to me, this is my stance on it. It varies for everybody. I believe for me and what I'm trying to do to work and to be the voice I need to be for my community. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have to come in speaking that shit aggressively. Yeah. So that way, in 4 months, when I decide to not speak aggressively and just tell fun jokes, they be like, oh, Chris Fun, man. Yeah. I guess right now he ain't angry at nothing. You know what I mean? But then it's like when I wanted to flip the switch, don't act like you didn't hire me doing that. Don't act like, you know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? Because some people say, well, get in first, then flip the switch. I'm like, no, fuck that.
You can't.
That's been the problem with us from the beginning. We always want to get in, then they just bury you.
I don't want to get in. I don't even want to get in anymore, man. It's like a weird. It's like
You don't. I don't. This is.
Let's talk. Can we talk about that?
Let's talk about this shit.
Okay. Here we go. So I made, and I'll tell you off mic. Like I've told you some of the shit.
Yeah.
I saw you, but it's like you realize, especially with stand up, it's like you can run and work the road and do the circuit, but it's also that issue of like I want to make like really good money doing it, and I know the really good money is over here in this way. However, I want to be happy at the end of the fucking day.
Yes.
That's all I want. I just want to be happy, but I also want to be happy everywhere. I want to do all the things, but I won't sell my soul for it. And I feel sometimes when you try to work with the system, you're working against your people. And I know that's not the truth all the time.
It is most of the time.
But most of the time.
90% of the time it is. And real shit, I agree with you. And this is the thing now, when I say I don't, to this day, I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in.
I don't.
But I also realize
I have to. I don't.
You don't have to. You get. All right, let me.
Tell me how you don't have to. 'Cause I feel like
this is a multi-textured answer, right? It's a very multi-textured answer, right?
Let's get into this.
I feel like you don't have to, but you will. You will end up in it. But that don't mean you gotta figure out a door, right? You gotta figure out how you gonna carve your door out. Now this is the thing.
Yeah.
This is why I started looking up to people like Paul Robeson, right? When I started learning about a little bit of Paul, I know baseline stuff about him. You know what I mean? I should always dig deeper, you know. But I realized that like him and Frederick, the two things they did was they realized that this is what I know, this is what I don't know. Okay, this is where I want to be. This is where I have to be. This is where I need to be. And you have to realize that sometimes where you want to be, it's not important. Where you have to be, sometimes you got to go there. But where you need to be is where your goal should sit. And that's where I had to realize where I don't want to be. And all my friends know I don't want to be in this business. Right? I don't. I truly don't.
It's so
but
funny.
I realize I have to be in this business. But then I realize while being in this business, I need to be right here. Because if I don't get there, all this work is for nothing. Now, in getting there, I also said to myself, like you said, I'm not selling myself for shit. You know what I mean? I remember at one point I was doing, I was doing a JFL audition, all that horse shit. You know, you do in this business all these auditions for stuff so people can tell you no for no exact reason.
Also,
right?
any comedians listening, good luck on your fives, man.
Oh yeah. Enjoy. Have fun. Right? But for a long time, I just was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, then I said, I'm not doing it, right? I said, I'm not doing it until I do a rep. But when I say I want to do a rep, also some people say, well, Chris, I thought you don't want nothing to do with the business. I don't. Rep to me wasn't saying I want somebody to pick me up. It was, I always had the goal to say, I want to rep myself. Legitimately have a business, rep myself, and walk through those doors under my umbrella.
But you come from a background where rep is important.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
Like, what's your rep?
It's controlling your words. It's controlling everything.
Yeah, it's your fucking it's like
your legacy.
It's your legacy.
At the end of the day.
So when you come from a world where your legacy means something and you're living by a certain code of governance, and then you try to do this comedy shit and you still have those morals and everything, and you're like, no, I'm only gonna do, like, I had the same thing, did it unrepped, did good, nothing happened, cool.
Yeah.
Got repped, did it, went to do it repped, nothing happened, cool. Don't have the representation, happy without the representation. Because now I'm like, oh, I thought that because I'd come with you and be like, yeah, you see me with this person, you see I get busy. It's like, no, I get busy.
Well,
without whoever.
When I went, and I wasn't repping. I went to do the podcast that one year when I went, right?
Yeah.
When I was with Artie, and I did his podcast.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Artie, man. I
shout
still
out to
love
Artie,
you. But I
just
went,
laughing just because.
I know, that's funny. That's a weird shout out.
Yeah.
But
Artie, get better, man.
Yeah,
just real quick, Artie Lang, man, get better,
keep
man.
him the fuck in there.
Yeah,
don't let him out. I love him. That's why I'm saying that out of love.
Yeah,
you hold that motherfucker in
man.
there, because he gonna talk. He charming as shit.
Man.
Even charming his way out of everything.
Right.
But I was in this bitch. One day I said to myself, I said, I want to get rep, but I said, I don't want nobody to rep. I don't want to have to go to these companies, all that goofy shit.
Yeah.
I said, fuck that, right? And I love music. I was like, and I thought this shit out. I was like, how could I get this easier? A little, not easier, it's going to be harder, but how could I get it in the way I wanted it? So I started a record label. That was some of the things I did when I was away. I started an independent record label, and under independent record label, I signed me.
Yeah.
So I'm with my company. I pulled a Jay-Z, but in comedy.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't think of it. They say, well, why don't you? I said, well, I'd rather go broke pushing me.
Yeah.
Than go broke because somebody stole my money.
The same shit that you're talking about. Look, when you told me about the ASCAP BMI shit, it was a thing like for me because I want to do more writing. I'm thinking production company shit, but I was also like, oh, I do want to record an album. I do want to do all that shit. So it's dope to hear that you over in Philly. From Philly, have that mindset to do it, and why don't other people do?
All of us. The thing that's crazy is like, okay, you got a lot of different parts of Philly. You know, you got Kev. He from North.
Okay,
he from North. They hustle. They always flashy hustle, right? They flashy hustle like a motherfucker. That's what they do. When they get a little shit, they gonna show it to you.
Yeah,
they like Harlem motherfuckers. They gonna show that shit to you. I'm a South Philly dude. Keith Robinson, South Philly dude.
Yeah,
we can have everything. We could be worth $5 million. You won't see it. You won't see it. But the thing, you won't see it on us.
Yeah.
What you'll see is everybody around us got a job. Motherfuckers paying their rent. People pay. Like we try to create ways to create income because we're not raised to be comics. We're not raised that art is a job. You are raised that art is cool.
It's a means,
and it's decent.
Yeah.
But you got to get a job and feed your fucking kids, even if you don't got them. That's what you're taught.
Exactly.
Feed your fucking kids. I don't have no kids. Feed them. It's like feed somebody. You know what I mean?
Nigga, have some kids.
Exactly. Either have some kids, but either way, you should have you should always have a constant stream of income.
Of course.
In which some people say, well, that's just being a man. It is, but to a certain extent, when it's to a level like blue collar, like to this extent, where it's embedded in you that you are losing when you don't, like you feel like worthless when you don't, when you're not bringing in income. Yeah, and
because you're not working.
Dude,
you don't have a showing of your work.
Man, I am going through that because I didn't I didn't ever, this is the first time I'm saying it, like quote unquote big and big, but I didn't get renewed to do the Comedy Shoot thing for a minute. I was sitting there like, whew. What am I said, what about my income? I just started. I got back on the grid for this shit. Now I got to get back off the grid. Or do I go back into that? Then I said to myself, no, you back on the grid. Yeah. You smart enough to figure this shit out. You got all the pins in play. Now it's like, and this is why I said.
I was surprised they hired a real nigga to do the show. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Real shit, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I tried to self-sabotage that shit the whole way through. That's what made it funny, right? When I tell you, like, they was like, so what did you do? I was like, nigga, I wrote.
What did you do?
Dude, one of the things, okay, they was like one of the guys had to send in like a sketch, right? Yeah. I sent in this sketch I wrote that I never made it. I actually wrote it for somebody. They asked me, they said, Chris, can you got an idea for a sketch about Donald Trump? Like, I want to do a black Trump sketch. And I was like, if he was black. So I came with an idea, like his name is Donald Trump. Yeah. Right? And he's basically Donald Trump, but he black as shit. And he like a real nigga. Like he real nigga black, right? So I sent this in, and I was like, they not going to accept. So next round 2 later, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, that was in round 2. Round 1, it was, okay, to get to round 1, to fill out the application, it was one night, right? Real shit. I'm up, and I was like updating my real resume first, right? You know how you do that shit. Like, I get a job, right?
Yeah. Job.
Then I realized I have nothing to update. I have no updates. This is it. This gap is real in here, right? So then I said, fuck that. I got to find something.
You ain't got no choice but comedy. That's the best point in the life where you're like, oh, I have to do this shit now. I fucked up.
Like, either I'm winning or I'm failing. I don't know which one this is.
Now you got to figure this shit out.
Oh, dude, it was depressing. I'm laying there, and I'm like, all right, let me find a writing job. So this shit pops up on my motherfucking timeline for this goddamn job. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to send in some shit. But at this point at night, right, I'm so beat down emotionally and so angry. I'm like, fuck that. If I ain't gonna get it, I'm gonna not get it, but I'm gonna not get it being angry. Yeah. So let's say if the question says answer in 200 words or more, I will write a sentence. Y'all just don't want a real nigga anyway, so it don't matter. Like I was writing like the meanest shit. Like it was so much pure frustration at the business on that page. I was undercutting all the answers. I was doing, and I was like, it's no way A few months later, round 2. Then I
Yeah.
sent them that sketch. I'm like, oh, there's no way.
Yeah.
Round 3 hit. Dude, they was like, send us a video about yourself. I do a little video, right, of me on my phone. I'm holding it, walking past this mural. That's where I'm living at. Just dead motherfuckers, right? Just tell them like I'm doing this because they don't nobody talk about none of these areas where I'm from for real. You always got somebody who live like a few miles away, who got a cousin who lived there.
Yeah.
I said, I get it. Y'all don't really want like this, so it is. I get to the finals. I'm like, what the? Who the fuck is? I'm like, look. I was like, listen, man. If I didn't, which I already do believe in God, and I'm a big fan of Jesus. If I didn't already,
Shout out
fuck
to
with
Jesus.
him,
Shout out to Jesus.
Big shout out Jesus. If I had already fuck with him, at that point I'd be like, he gotta be doing this because the shit I'm putting down, there's no way, right? Then the finals come. I walk in the room. When you walk into some shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a whole bunch, they picking 5 people. I walk in, I'm the only black male there. I'm like, I got this.
Yeah,
Like,
gotta be.
only way I can't get is if I fuck up. Because at this point, just in the time frame we in the cause for diversity, the only 2 other
You
minorities.
playing a race car. You know you playing a race car.
At that moment, I was like, yo, first thing I was doing,
You got
I'm
the
black. I was dropping it out.
Nigga, I would already have the tweet in my drafts ready to send. These niggas don't want to.
I want a real nigga. I thought about wearing a kufi. I'm not even Muslim. I thought about wearing a kufi just to prove a point. Come walking in. Chris, you no, but I am this week for these auditions.
Don't make me like this incense on y'all, because I will change the whole vibe in here.
Coming with black love incense in my hand.
I was on Instagram and I saw Ryan Beck. Shout out to Ryan. I love Ryan, man. I saw he got the Comedy Central thing. It was like, oh, I'm right for Comedy Central. I'm like, oh man, that's great. Because Ryan is like, so like he's so himself.
Yo, that's a hard work.
Hard working, funny dude.
But on top of that, he is who he is too. That's why I fuck with Ryan.
Exactly. And then I was like, oh shit, it's about to get crazy now. Because I was like, I know all Chris is supposed about to be Comedy Central. Y'all niggas better get ready because it's been such a long time coming. Like, I liked a picture with such intensity. You know what I mean? I was like, you don't know. Like, I stopped liking other pictures to give more weight to the like that I can. And I remember I was like, yo, you like, oh, it's over. It's over. It's like
that shit was crazy.
That
bro.
shit is. How's it like now? Like, do you feel like not like a change, but like, do you feel like a different weight of like, I kind of got this Comedy Central cosign, and I still want to be that voice for my people. Now I gotta do it. Now I can do it. Like,
I think that hit me for a hot second, man. I had to call one of my homies and have a conversation because it hit me at a point where it was like, people from the, cause it take people from the hood like a year to realize you're doing anything anyway. But I was out one weekend and I just was feeling, this is why I still had a job and everything. Yeah. Not just feeling down, you know how you be, you know what I mean? You get a little depressed, whatever. So I'm at the club because I'm black and that's where you go when you're depressed. So I'm at the club and it just like people, like there, people they was starting to find out I was doing something. I used to go to that club, it's in Philly too. I used to specifically go there because I could hide out technically. Like,
your watering hole, you could just chill out in the back.
Some people knew I was like the DJs knew I was a comic. Yeah. They would always shout me out on the joint, but nobody could put the name and the face together. Yeah. Purposely. Yeah. You know what I mean? I didn't have
low profile.
But then it was to the point where it was like people were just coming up like, yo man, keep doing your thing. Yo, and I'm like, fuck, these people are starting to, and at first I was starting to feel bad because I was like, I don't want to even come here no more. They know what I do. But then something happened like that day, I was feeling so sad. I came in, I just didn't feel like it. I was like, this is trash. I don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? And a few people from all parts of the city, it seemed like one person from each part of the city came to me and was like, yo man, I see what you're doing. And it's like not just that you're doing something, it was like you doing it and you really from this, like you really from Philly, bro. Like they was like, and it was like people who one dude who I used to work at UPS with, he's still there. He came to me and was like, yo man, I'm watching you on the gram, dog. He's like, it's great. Like I'd be smiling, I'd be at work lifting these boxes, like at least this nigga kept moving, man. Like he left and never stopped. And I'm just sitting there like, fuck, man, I can't. Like it's not only one of those things like I can't give up on them. It come down like I'm realizing like people give a fuck. And it's like weird because when you from like the hood, like they don't talk about it. But if you fall, even if I like, you know, some people like if you fall, man, the hood don't give it. They really do.
They care.
They're gonna be like, man, The second idiot, a few people heard, they was like, man, fuck them niggas, man. You good, bro. Everybody, like, you was the best, they was like, you the best one on the show.
Yeah.
You know how they hit you with all that shit. They gonna hit you with that even if you was the worst one on the show, as long as you ain't friend. You know what I mean? But then on top of that, they just was like, yo, no, real talk, dog, you really gotta, if you let this, you can't let this push you down. Because you was already grinding before them.
Yeah.
Like, and you do so much shit, it's like, you good, bro. Like, they're like, you cool. You gonna be all right. And it was one of the things where people really got, and I just was laying there quiet. I mean, I'm just sitting there quiet, you know what I mean? Taking in, but they sentimentally gave a fuck.
Yeah.
And I think that helped a lot, you know what I mean? Like on the tip of this really realizing like self-worth.
Yeah.
Because being in the hood, you don't have that confidence and self-worth, man.
It's interesting because it's like the way I grew up, it's like, and shout out to James Davis because he coined it the best, like hood adjacent. You know what I mean? And it's like even in that world, you don't get that kind of encouragement or knowing anybody gave a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I graduated in high school and I was like, yeah, none of the girls, they want to really mess with me, but I'm in college and I'm getting girls now and it's cool and it's nice or whatever. And then girls might be like, yo, we all wanted to kind of mess with you. Some of us, I was like, really? Y'all never said that? Or like when I was like super depressed and posting about it and then like having comics be like, yo, man, we fuck with you, man. I go through the same shit too. And that was the thing was like, yo, the way that we communicate sometimes is like you're a front-facing person, meaning you perform. So you give so much of yourself out to the people. When you're not giving shit out to your people, you like, all right, what's coming this way? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like what's coming into me now? And you don't, and because we give so much out, it's like we want to keep some shit just for us, and you forget that the people who are like fans of you, people can legit just be fans of you. Like, hey, I'm not like, they're like, hey, I might not have listened to the album, I might not have did this, but I'm fucking rooting for you because you have that thing to do that I could never do. And I need to see that it fucking works somewhere. That shit crushes me.
Yeah.
That shit crushes me. I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how you coming from the hood and doing that shit, fucking incredible. You inspired me in that way.
Dude, yeah, that shit's, I didn't.
No pressure.
No, that's cool. It's good, man. My homies, we was like, because every now and then when we can, we get together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of us, like, I only got, my core group, out of us is only 5 of us, 4 of us that get together all the time. It's 5 of us that's out in the streets now. Yeah. Fuck, I forgot he locked up, so it's 4 of us that's out. Right? He should have been out, but I think they extended his time because I ain't hear nothing. Right, yeah, but now with that being said, we realized something. I was talking to them and shit, and they was really breaking a lot of shit. They're like, really, we out of our group, it's none of it's an accident because we were all in different groups in the hood. We were in different cliques, and then we all just realized like, oh, I don't want to sell drugs. So, okay, then we link that with this person. I don't want to fight no more. Like, that was my thing. I was a fighter. Yeah. So I was like, all right, so I'm going to go over there with them because they don't fight. Yeah. All I want to do is go play basketball and try to get some bitches. You know what I mean? Like, that was it. That was really it.
That's a good life. That's a good life.
But then on top of that, I was like, but I also want to be with a group of people who can take a fucking joke, right? Yeah. And like, it don't always turn into a fight. Every now and then we're going to get some arguments, but it don't always. And then, so basically, I end up with the people I'm with, like, grew up with now, and we all adults, kids, families, and all sorts of shit, and married, you know what I mean? And then we was all just talking like, dude, if we really look at the numbers, we were putting a bad, like, you said you hood like, I'm the cousin you come visit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize that because we was in it. Like, so when you in it, you just like, man, ain't that fucked up? But we used to go to my dad, like, all right, my dad, he a Q, right? And one of his homies, Mr. Perf, right? He's from Perf Amboy. His actual name was Clarence. But we just called him Mr. Perf because they called him Perf. That's his nickname. You know, that's old school nicknames and shit. Hey, that Perf, you know what I mean? Damn. I didn't know that for years. I thought that was his real fucking name on his birth certificate. But his son, right? His son, we used to go to they lived in Jersey, like in South Jersey, but it was like this real, like, it was a town. Like, you drove into their house, they had land and shit, right? It wasn't rich. They just had a nice little land down there. You know what I mean?
And it's right next to Philly. It's like right there.
Yeah, you're talking like it's a 45-minute drive. You know what I mean, to their crib. Man, we was in there, and a few years ago, me, him, and one of his friends actually, like, me and him ended up doing a lot of business together because he lived in Philly for a minute, right? But we were just talking one day, just laughing, like, he's like, yeah, when y'all used to come, he said, y'all don't get it, like, I didn't know nothing hood. He said, so y'all used to walk in the door. He said, I had a cousin in Yonkers, but he barely came down, but y'all used to come here from South Philly. He said, especially you, he said, I thought you were going to be a drug, like everybody was pretty sure Chris was going to be a drug dealer. Like I had a demeanor like a motherfucker. Like I was a motherfucker who 1 second we'd be all joking, next second like, yo, who you talking to? Like you know what I mean? I could just drive like, whoa, what happened? Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. That was funny, but I ain't really feeling the jokes. Yeah. Right? You know, next thing you know, like and I was real with him. He became like fam, so he got the allowance to get argued with. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. When you were the hood too, you also I didn't argue with you unless you was family or friends.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And friends just was more family to me. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But so he's seen that, but he's also seen one time we just got to the crib a little later, and him. He came home, but he just like rode his bike from the basketball court. When he came, he was like, "Oh, you was playing basketball. We should have told us. We would have came with you." Yeah. He was like, "Well, I was there. Somebody stole my ball, so I just bounced." Somebody stole your ball. Like, and in the hood, that's like number one. Like, that's the number one either friend starter or fight starter. Because the same thing who stole your ball either going to be your mortal enemies or that's going to be your best friend after that, right? But you're going to get your motherfucking ball back. You're going to try as long as they don't leave. So I'm like, well, how long ago y'all leave? He was like 10 minutes. I was like, what was they doing? So I'm asking him questions. He's like, they just started a new game. And just so you know, at this time, I'm like, probably like 11, you know, like maybe a little younger, but I'm guessing like 11, 12-ish.
Oh my God.
Right? So my brothers, I told my other brothers, like, yo, we gotta go back to the basketball court. So I'm like, all right, well, Dad here. I was like, I'm gonna see if I can get Dad to drive us. Yeah. He's like, all right, cool. So I get Dad, and I ain't tell him everything that's happening yet. I just want to get in the car first. Because I would have told him that, they would have known I would have wanted to start a fight.
Obviously.
So we get in the car, we convince my dad to like drive us over the court, take us by the court, and see if people running there. Yeah. So as soon as we get in the car, I told my brother, this is what we're going to do. I said, they stole his ball. They stole your ball? I was like, keep low. I said, this is what we're going to do. When we get there, we're going to get the ball back, and we're going to tell them we want to leave. I'm not going to tell my dad we're getting his ball back until we get there and get the ball. Until we got to leave, we just got his ball back. Yeah. Because my dad would have been like, man, it's just a basketball. Because at this point, he's evolved to that stage. It's like, I don't want to come to New Jersey.
You're not trying to be part of the basketball heist of 95.
I don't want to bring this South Philly drama. But I can't hear that. I'm like this. So we get in there. As soon as we have the car, we pulling up, I see him. I told my brother, I said, look, when we get there, I'm going to turn into a young boy on him. I said, I'm going to act like I'm young. I'm going to act like I'm actually my age. Right, this is the shit I'm saying to him. I'm like coming up with a plan.
This nigga's 11 talking about I'm going to act my age.
I'm going to try to, I wanted to do this nonviolent, you know what I mean? But my brothers also knew I'm a hothead. Like once I go, you're not calm me the fuck there. So I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk over. I'm going to say, yo, can I have a shot? I'm going to grab the ball. I'm going to just walk off. You know what I mean? I said, because it's your ball anyway, so I'm not stealing it back. It's your fucking ball. I'm just claiming your shit. Yeah. So they laugh, and they're like, all right, whatever. So we get there. That's exactly what I do. I walk over, hey, man, how y'all doing? I'm Philly. Hey, I'm just here from Philly, man, just hanging out. Can I have a shot? Oh, yeah, here, young buddy. So I'm in the ball. I'm like, all right, man, we out. They're like, yo, young boy, come back with my ball. I say, yo, that's not your ball. That's my man ball. You just took it from him. Then I throw the ball to my brother. I'm like, now, we just walking off with the ball. Y'all cool? Like, cause we can come back. We can have a conversation. You know what I mean? They like, I'm like, man, y'all lame, man. So we just belt.
Y'all was having the conversation at that point.
That was definitely a conversation.
And you tell a nigga, I could come back and we can have one. Like, we already in the conversation. We already talking.
If I walk up on him, I'm punching him in the motherfucking mouth, right? And my brother laughing because
hilarious. Like, yo, we in this conversation. I'm gonna put this ball away. I'll come back and we can continue this conversation.
What made it funny was two things, right? And I didn't realize this till just now in the story. I'm just thinking about this. When I got out the car to walk over, because I got asthma, right? So I take my pump walking over. They see me take the pump, right? I take my asthma pump. But when I come over, right, and I'm ready to walk back over there, this is also part of the story. I'm like 12, 13. I'm around somewhere between 11 and 13. Yeah. This motherfucker is 16. Solid. Like he like 5'8". At this point, I'm like probably 4, like 4'11", maybe. He like 5'8". I'm on my fucking Bushwick Bill. I'm ready to run up on this motherfucker, punch him right in his motherfucking mouth, right? Cause I'm like, you, this is my motherfucking Jersey. He from Jersey, but he like my brother. You don't fucking take my brother ball. You know what I mean? Like I felt like Cav, man. You don't take my brother ball. Get my brother his ball back. Now I gotta come get my brother ball. But we got involved. But he was telling me that he retold me that story. I forgot all about it.
Oh my
but he
God.
was like, I've never seen you like be like from the. He said, then I realized like, oh, these some hood motherfuckers.
So
he's like, it was like weird because like you were so happy and so fun. He said, but you had this fucking me.
Yeah.
And my family, one night we was talking at a cookout. It was like Thanksgiving or some shit. We was ranking who had the worst temper growing up. And this is family approved. My aunts and uncles was like, it's my cousin Daz, which he's also a Capricorn. This is funny.
Yeah.
It's him, then arguably me. And I was like, what? They was like, yeah. They say, yeah, yours is bad because once you get angry, you just don't. You don't. Yeah. They say, you don't, and I don't black out. I like, me and Daz are pretty much similar. It's like, only people who can stop us, like it has to be certain people who can say, stop. You don't even have to scream at it. It's just stop. Okay. Walk, and then we just take a walk and we come back. I'm sorry, everybody. But then it's like you're back to like, dude, it's so crazy, man. It took me a long time to get rid of that temper. Not get rid of it, push it down, you know.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like me and Chris were talking about this earlier. Like I feel like just being black in America, we all are like the Hulk in a way. Like we walk around, we're always angry. That's the secret. You know what I mean? Like we always fucking angry all the time. And it's not like we not angry. We just managing the anger all day. I'm always angry, nigga. Like it's just a matter of if I'm gonna let myself be angry. And the only person that can talk me down got to be somebody I love or somebody knows me. Because if not, it's like, oh no, there's no joking anymore. Shit is serious now.
I was talking to who was his name, Monroe one day. This is years back. He's like, man, Chris, you do so good with your anger, and I was like, yeah, and your depression, man. How you deal with your depression? I was like, and that's after the whole. I said, my secret is I'm always depressed. I said I'm always. I gotta keep it at a healthy level, man. That's the key. I just gotta keep it at a healthy level.
You gotta own this shit. Man, I tell you, like ever since it's funny because like I remember before I wanted to talk about like anxiety and depression, all that shit openly, I was like, man, I don't know how people gonna take this. I want to be like that sad person doing all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. Then I was like, man, fuck it. And I just started talking about it all the time. And now it's like, it's good and it's bad because it's also the other side. People are like, man, I want to talk to you about my depression. I'm like, man, I'm just... it's Saturday, man. I'm just chilling. Like, you know what I mean? Like I get it. You know what I mean? It's just that weird,
man, that's good.
That weird balance.
I'm glad you created this. Because I personally, I tell a lot of stories and all that shit. Yeah. But like, to me, it really does go hand in hand with who I am. Like, I'm super fucking depressed. Like, I've been through so much shit. Like, the shit I laugh about, people look at me like I'm fucking crazy. But I ain't got no choice. Like, I was telling somebody the other day, we was just talking about some shit, and I was telling I grew up in the hood, all that. Mm-hmm. They could have asked me, have I ever been robbed? I was like, nah, I've never been robbed. They had to think, I was like, oh yeah, I said my brother was robbed in front of me before, but I was young, I was like 9, so I wanted to punch the dude in the dick. I was telling him I was gonna punch him in the dick. Cause I act like I was a kid, but he know me, so he knows like Chris ain't no motherfucking kid. Yeah. Chris gonna punch. He was like stop. He was like stop. We non-verbally had a conversation. He was like stop, let it happen. Cause he was being a big brother. He did a fucking good thing. In case the dude, you never know what could happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now, aside from that, I was like, I've also never had a gun pulled on by anybody I know. Yeah. I said but I've had a gun put to my head 3 times by 3 different cops. Wow. That's it. Yeah. That's it. I've never. So my view on people in the hood has always been, these people are really just trying to make it through. If you not going in there if you're not selling nothing, you ain't taking nothing, you ain't trying to leave nothing. Like when I was in Chicago, I was in the South Side Chicago in the fucking bar, random ass bar, dog. Yeah. Like. I just I wanted to go to the South Side, so that's what I did. So I went to the bar. Come to find out later, that was a bad bar. Cause I told my man where I was at. He was from Chicago. I was like, I was at the Knickerbocker. He was like, yo, that's not a good bar.
That shit don't even sound like
I know, nigga. It don't sound like it was safe at all. But I'm
The
in
Knicks
there.
ain't even playing good this year. Like, why are you at the nigga bar? What are you doing?
Nigga, I'm in there just chilling, just kind of two-stepping it, just hanging out, you know what I mean? At this point, R. Kelly's still popping, so, you know, the tunes is going. And I'm chilling, and all of a sudden, some motherfucker in a full-length fur coat walks over to me. And just like, yo, what's up, big homie? He's like, what's good, man? And then this is the conversation we had, paraphrasing slightly, but it's pretty much on par. He was like, what's good, big homie? He was like, what's good, man? I was like, I'm cool, bro. I was like, I'm just here from Philly, man. He's like, oh, for real? He's like, what you in town for? I was like, man, I'm just here chilling, man. I ain't taking nothing. I ain't leaving nothing. I'm just trying to chill, hang out.
Yeah.
I'm bouncing. He's like, all right, cool. You good money. So ain't nobody gonna say that, man. You good. So yeah. And then he just looked around, was like, yeah, he good. And then he's like, yeah, let's dap it up real quick. So he shook my hand.
Yeah.
And he walked off. At that moment, after I just realized what happened, I was like, oh, this nigga just made sure I ain't gonna get shot in this bitch.
Yeah.
He just secured my safety. Thank you, Mr. Sir Man in the fur. You know what I mean? Mr. Sir in the fur. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like you would have turned around, yelled to the club. It's okay, we don't gotta shoot him.
yeah, literally. And I don't know. I told people, I said, I can't speak another language for shit. Like, I try to learn other languages. I can't speak other languages, and I can't play no instruments.
Yeah.
But if you drop me in any hood anywhere,
You
I've
good.
always figured out the correct slang to say. And the term, I've literally never said the term, I ain't taking nothing, I ain't leaving nothing, in a sentence, ever.
But you knew.
Ever. But I knew that was the correct
knew
thing
that's
to
what you needed to say.
to get out of this bitch safely.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I ain't taking
I ain't
nothing.
taking that, I ain't leaving nothing.
Just like you don't want no. And it's also that thing of like you got to say that because it's like, and it's like, hey, I respect you as a man. I'm not like fearing you or nothing, but I know I should be.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just.
Look, I'm not here selling.
Yeah.
But I mean, for people, if you don't know at home, I'm gonna translate that little
man.
sentence. That dialogue was, he's like, hey man, you from Philly, or you here buying drugs or selling drugs,
Yep.
buying bitches or selling bitches.
Yep.
Because that's the two things that export highly in Chicago. And I basically said to him, look, I'm here from Philly, just visiting in the town.
You ain't
I'm
affecting
from the
nothing, you
hood,
ain't doing nothing,
And
yeah.
I'm coming back to the hood here. I ain't taking nothing, meaning I ain't trying to take no drugs. I ain't buying no drugs. I'm also not leaving nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't coming here to sell no drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jesus,
and
man.
sell no bitches. That is the saddest thing, but
this-
it was said so eloquently.
I think universally, there's a language of fucking reason.
Oh yeah.
Be reasonable. Like you could be in the hood, like, and that's the shit with like gentrification where it's like, now you calling the cops on what? Be reasonable. You could really like, you can just go to your neighbor like, hey, well, just be reasonable.
Yeah,
And they be like,
talk.
oh, okay, so you can do that. Just be fucking reasonable.
You know what's crazy about gentrification? A lot of people get angry at the concept of people getting kicked out of their homes. All that. Yeah, that's sad. Whatever. I also have I have two ways of looking at this. Now, it's most of my answers, as you can tell, are very multi-texturous. I like using that word, but it is. On one hand, I always say to people, I get angry at the people who were there and never invested. I get
Yeah.
angry at you. You decided that you always was your goal, because you know these people, you wake up
gonna
every
leave- you-
day.
you trying to
I
get out the
can't wait
hood.
to save up so I can get
Move out
out
the
of here.
hood, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you save up, or they come and buy a house and you leave, and now everybody like, man, they kicking us all out. They're not kicking us all out. You never wanted to be here in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say that from a fact. My dad, the area we live in South Philly,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
was one of the worst streets in the city, right?
Yeah.
And we bought the house, saved up that neighborhood. My dad bought his crib for $35. His house worth $300.
That's crazy.
$300.
That's crazy. That's
You know what I mean?
crazy to
And that
yeah,
neighborhood
yeah.
is completely different now,
Yeah.
but not in a way where I'm saying it's better, but it's still
It's different. It's still-
mostly black.
Yeah.
Because most of our neighbors and everything, my dad had conversations. The thing is, you always hear about the people who in the community who like, oh, are they doing something there? They co-drive. There's also people in the community who just help keep the community there.
Yeah.
Just generally there.
Yeah.
My dad was one of the people who helped keep the people like,
Yeah.
no, it'll turn, buy your house.
Buy
it,
your house.
Keep it. Keep it.
that's-
and
yeah.
and they stayed. And to me, I get mad at the people who you're so busy looking at somebody else's grass. You know how they say the grass is green on the other side? So many
Yeah.
people want to look at that grass, then they go grit that grass, and they overpay for that grass. When the people on the other side, they got the green grass, like, I can't wait till they come over here
Take
so I
this
can buy that
grass.
cheap-ass
Yeah.
grass. and then we can recultivate it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, cultivate where the fuck you from before you get angry at gentrification. But now, this is what I hate about gentrification.
Okay.
The reason why it's even being done, and a lot of people don't think of it a little deeper. It's not just so they can say, well, let's move these people out and take the property value up. That's step one. Step two really is they want to make almost everything a business everywhere. So if you take the property value up, because if you don't notice now, a lot of people that got priced in are now getting priced out too.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is basically everywhere you go, they're opening up more and more things to buy there. They don't give a shit. They just want to make downtown as big as possible.
Oh yeah.
And if you can't live downtown, get the fuck out the city and go live in a rural area somewhere.
Yeah.
They cool with that because they not going. You going to just not be in their way no more.
Yeah.
They figure, hey, go buy your same patch of land. For you making $100,000 a year, go use that $100,000, get the fuck out of the way because this place is made for people that make $300,000 a year and just buy their dinner. They don't never see their kids and that's what they fucking want, right?
That it's not home. It's
so
kind of like a transient type
it's
of
sad,
thing,
dude.
Yeah.
So they basically are just pushing up the prices to move to move people out of the city. It has nothing to a certain level. They just look at it like we can make more money by opening up more business.
Yeah.
That's all they don't give a shit about black and white.
Yeah.
We do, but then the first step of doing that in gentrification is you have to. It's the same way with desegregation. I mean, when they desegregated things, right?
Yeah.
First thing they did too was let's get rid of these black communities and start splitting that shit up. Because then once you lose your sense of community, you have no sense of fight.
Yeah.
Who you gonna fight next to? When you the only one left in your hood, you like, yo man, I don't think they should put up parking signs on this block. But you getting outvoted by a whole bunch of people you never met. So now parking signs go up. Now they start towing cars. Oh, fuck, man. They took my old-ass Chevy I was working on. They also got my other car. Now you can't get to work. Now, it's a lot of little things that just pick people and pick you apart. But it all come down to if you would have invested back when the grass was all fucked
You'd
up.
have been straight. You'd have been good.
Our block would have been cool because then we could have voted. We couldn't control the voting. You know what I mean? Man, I love fucking Killer Mike, man. I be sitting there.
You watch that show's crazy.
Yeah, I watched it. It's fucking goofy and shit. I like what he did. It's such
shit is
a
hilarious, but
fun
it's
take
great.
on making people think like if you just assemble yourselves,
That's
stop
all
thinking
you
of
gotta.
the baseline of what you can do to say, I'm woke, man. Baseline, I'm just going to go buy black. Like, you're not really buying black. You just making somebody a quick buck, but that money already left your community.
You got to
before
keep it
you
in the.
got it there, dude.
It's this whole thing of like this whole thing that I'm on. Like my personal crusade is like I want to make sure to always give back because it's like I see how hard it was for me, and I know it wasn't like that hard for me comparative to somebody like you. You know what I mean? Or someone like somebody else, whatever. Like where it's like, oh no, I'm from the hood, and I didn't have this thing. But it's like, you know, when you make it, you're going to make sure that you're like, all right, let me make sure I go back and make sure that these people see a way that they can do their thing. Not to make it out, but to make it, period.
Yeah, my
so
thing
you
is,
keep it. You know what I mean? Like,
I
so
preach
it's like,
that to them. Fuck that making it out. People always want to say, make it happen.
Don't make it out.
Change,
you can leave.
think different.
Yeah, you can come back, but make sure that you keep that community. You got home.
Even
Take care
if
of
you
home.
leave, like if you go and start a business, start it back in your own community.
Yeah.
So that way, you know what I mean? So at least make that be your P.O. box.
Yeah.
So that way the taxes go there at least.
Yeah.
Like just do something past, I need this, man. You can't leave a nice car in the hood. That's the fuck you can. Unless you was a lame nigga. This is how what it also come into. If you was a lame nigga and you was there, you a lame nigga when you leave. Right? It don't matter. Like if you was that dude when you was there, you was that dude when you was there.
When I was in Harlem, I wasn't that dude. I don't know if I was that nigga. I don't know if I was a lame nigga. But I tell you what, I don't have no car, and you won't be seeing it in Harlem. I'll just tell you that right now.
I remember.
Live my truth.
You know what's crazy? I got. You know what's funny? I realized like my motivation when I was a young boy was and this is real shit. That's why I'm such a fan. But Beanie Siegel was my motivation in the weirdest way. He used to go to the corner. His brother used to live on the corner of my block, but he used to also go to the Chinese store on the corner of my block all the time, right?
Oh man.
Sieg is weird because when he did pop, you know how Meek got he on the gram showing off all the shit, whatever. That's one thing. That's one way of looking at it. Sieg was different. Sieg was on some like shit. He used to literally come to he used to drive in with his cars, and he wasn't in there flaw. He would get out of his whatever car he in, wearing a state prop gear.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at everything mostly everything he had on. He didn't just state prop was his company.
Yeah.
So he was only pushing his shit. So
Yeah.
what he didn't know how to make cars, so he didn't do that. But he started designing clothes. This motherfucker's a model. He's doing. It's like,
Yeah.
Look at you. It's like
Yeah.
if this can be done, it just comes down to how the fuck do you think that shit around?
That's why I think we always gotta that like if you feel like you gotta leave, you gotta come back because it is a different thing when you see that shit happening right in front of your face. You know what I mean? Like
shit
when
feel
you,
good.
it
gives
feels
you a different.
feels real.
Yeah,
it feels like oh, you're a real person. You're not just what I see on TV or what I hear on the music.
I walked to the store. He was at the corner store and I was scared to speak to him, but I walked to the store and I just got a bag of chips and just looked at him like both ways. It's like this nigga is right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just one thing. And it wasn't one thing where I was like, oh, he hang with Jay. It had nothing to do with who he knew, how much money he made. It was the fact that he was, two things about Sieg I always loved, right? The fact that this motherfucker could rap. He was a beast on wax. But it wasn't just that. It was the fact that he was the first rapper that talked about emotions in the capacity that he did.
Yeah.
He was a very emotional thug, right? And people was like, it was like he was extremely emotional. And he would be like, and it was like one of the, he wasn't like soft, like, man, I'm like, no, not on no Drake shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't whining. He was always talking about how growing up, getting from where he is then to where he is now, and how he's still struggling to keep up that interior of just keeping it together, knowing that he deserves it. And like that was what that fucked me up. And I was like, this shit is great.
Yeah.
And that's why he's my favorite rapper. And then I was privileged one day, I got his number, I was trying to put something together and I got to talk to him.
Yeah.
And after we was done talking business, I was like, and just so you know, you're like, literally, the way I structure my comedy is based on the way you structure your fucking, like you as a rapper. Like that's, and I was like, that was pretty one of the best things. I called my homies. They was like, I just got to talk to Sieg. He was like, you got to talk to Sieg? I was like, yeah. Like, for him, they all know how much of a fan I am. That shit was, dude, it's been a crazy fucking
it's a crazy
ride, bro. Like this,
it still bugs me out. Like when I it's just still like the thing of seeing people who made it and interacting with them and realizing that it's like, oh yeah, it's a lot about a mind power, how to get this shit done. And like, yeah, you can be that person. Like, remember like when we met years ago and we would like talk about like grinding this shit out and you know, making your own moves and being independent and all those things. And then it's like never what I have imagined would like the Comedy Central would like be like, oh shit, they really give a shit. Like they really are picking. It's like it's so rare that when you see like one of the people you fucking root for get it, and it's like I could imagine there's young comics or just young people who are not even just like, yo, if Chris, you know, he from here, you know what I mean? Like I noticed this nigga stole a basketball back. If he can do that, go to comedy as a nigga that's helping me. You know what I mean?
Yo, the best was, okay, now this is crazy. A week before, it was like 2 weeks before I actually got the job, right?
That's crazy.
One of my childhood motherfuckers, he a rapper now. He out of North Carolina. But he was named Beretta Biz. That's his rap name. Yeah. Me and him was talking on the phone, right? He went to elementary school with me. Yeah. He was like, me and him was talking. He was like, yo, man. He's like, Chris, you know how I fuck with you? This is before I had a job or anything. This is well before any of this shit happened. We were just talking. He was like, yo, I used to fuck with you because back then, man. He was like, you fucked with me. He was like, man, I was a nerd. He was like, but for some reason, he's like, I remember one time somebody was teasing me. Then you walked up and was like, yo, leave him the fuck alone. And then you punched him in the mouth. He was like, I was just as scared as I was, like, thank you, but I also was like, why did he just punch him in the face? I was like, oh, he was bullying you. I ain't like people bullying people.
Yeah, it's just like,
and I was like, I ain't like people bullying. He was like, but I knew that after that, I was like, you was just always nice and shit to me. You made sure I was cool all the time. You ain't never asked for nothing. I was like, I ain't never think about it. I also was like, it was also a way, I tell the joke about it now on stage, how I was like a bully. It was a cheat code I discovered. That if you beat up kids that teachers didn't like, because I like to fight. So if you beat up kids teachers didn't like, you didn't get suspended. So I used to only fuck up. I was like the
pro tip, kids. Any kids listening out there, bullying is not okay unless it's on the side of the authority. So
dude,
beat up the kids.
I was that baby. I was the bully that beat up bullies. That's
this nigga was like the Punisher.
I definitely was. Chris Castle. Dude, it was. But I was. Just, I don't know. Man. I don't know, man. It's just shit. But no, that shit is crazy when people say that shit to you, and it is wild, man.
It is. It legit is the fuel that sometimes keeps me going on some shit. You know what I mean? Be like, oh yeah, you doing it, and now I'm be like, oh yeah. And this is the weird thing too, when you know that you don't need nobody for shit. And you just going through a life of like, no, I'm gonna get mine. I'm not gonna ask for it. I just know I'm so dope that you'll see it and you'll come fuck with me when you're ready. And when you're ready, we'll do some shit.
That shit was funny, man. I did tell people I was literally in the crib, right? Because I just like, and like you were saying, going back home.
Yeah.
As soon as my lease up, I'm going back to Philly. I still go back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
But as soon as my lease up, I'm gonna be primary out of Philly again.
Yeah,
come to New York as needed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But. The funniest shit was when I'm sitting in the crib, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, like after my car and my car accident and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm still healing up.
Yeah.
I think I just finished to the point where my hand, like I was just finished like physical therapy, but I still was wearing the glove because I still was self-conscious about it.
How much did that accident like slow you down? Because I remember like it happened and you like posted about it and you were kind of like, I feel like you was kind of like. Not holding back, but just like getting your shit ready because I saw a lot of
quiet. Yeah, I got quiet because it held me back. Because man, the thing that hurt the most. Now this is real shit. Now you want to talk
real
emotions.
shit. This is real
no,
shit.
If you want to talk emotions, what hurt me the most wasn't the accident. The accident, physical pain. I mean, I had to go through a lot of surgeries. I think like 10 surgeries, reconstruction shit, and all that. Physically, it slowed me down a little bit, but what it did was it really opened my eyes to people who were. What's that post that people keep putting up now? You thought everybody was fucking with you, but they wasn't really fucking with you. They were just waiting.
Yep.
Waiting until you pop, right?
Yep.
And I always had that personality. And this is some shit I knew. Now, this was told to me, and I also kind of accepted it as facts later on.
Yeah.
I never boast about it. But I do have a personality where eventually, something huge is going to happen. I have a big personality, all that other shit. And,
You know it. You know it. You don't gotta.
It's not no one is not boasting at all.
Recognize real. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But it's one of those things where it's like I want to help people build from the ground, right? And if I can do that before that thing happened when you can't be there, and I say to people all the time, I'll help you now because I'm here. But there will be a day when I can't be
do
here.
it. Yeah.
But until then, you got me. So call me.
Same.
You know what I mean? I say to people always call me as much.
Same.
I don't give a shit. I'll come and I'll help you as much as I can. You know what I mean? It ain't always gonna be money. You know what I mean? Most of the time it ain't gonna be money because half the time I ain't got it. But you know what I mean? But
let you know real quick, I'll help you right now for free. But if you want some money, I don't got it. I never will.
I ain't got it.
Wink, wink, wink. I'll give you the help when I can.
I'll physically get in there.
I'm
but
sorry.
I ain't got it.
I've been broke all my life. Let me get some. But anyway.
But I tell them. But it hurt after the thing. It was like people you thought you were extremely close with, you weren't close with at all.
Yeah.
They just decided that, I don't think that you would be like, yo, what's good? Like, how come you never hit me? Like, you knew what was going on. Oh, man, it got away from me. Or yeah, it's just one of those things was like, but then it was crazy because it's people who I barely talked to, who I was like, they would just call me. Like, you know, like, real shit, I'll give them a shout because it's positive shit.
Yeah.
And, we won't shout out positive shit enough.
Yeah.
We don't. We hold the positive shit and say the negative shit. I try to go the other route.
Yeah.
So I ain't going to get the negative names, but I'll give some positive names. Two people who, other than, you know what I mean, like Foley was always around. H. Foley, that's my fucking homie, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ro hit me up a lot, but two people who hit me up out of the blue when I was down, is Petey and Carrie.
Okay.
Hit me up out of nowhere one day.
Yeah.
And the shit threw me, and I was like, what the fuck they calling me for? I was like, oh man, they probably want me to do a spot or something.
Yeah.
I tell you motherfuckers I'm in Philly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm here, so they start talking like, yo man, I just got word. I mean, some other people, don't get me wrong, anybody else who listens who hear this, who hit me up out of the blue too, I love you, thank you. Just these ones stood out to me because we almost never, other than like in person, we talked very little. Yeah. You know what I mean? Petey, me and him have even met before and then talked to head. You know, if you talk to Petey, you're going to talk to Petey.
Yeah.
But he really hit me up on some real shit like, yo, my dude, like you, like what's good? Like, and I was like, I'm cool. And I hit him with, I tried to do the let me rush him off the phone joint. And he wouldn't allow it. Same with McCary. They just didn't allow me to rush him off the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they talked, and they was like, yo, you really good? Like, what's really good? Like, oh, you cool?
Yeah.
And that shit fucking, I was like, genuinely like, thank you. Like, I didn't expect to hear from y'all. Then we spoke, like, usually, like, once a month. I would just talk, yo, what's good?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you got some people did at the same time that happened, though, which, Keith Robinson, that's my big homie.
Yeah.
Same, like, right
Fuck,
before
yeah,
my car, my shit, he had the stroke. So me and him couldn't even communicate on the phone.
That's fucking
so
crazy.
That's who, like, and, comedy-wise.
He's one of the nicest dudes, especially for comics out of Philly.
Like,
he's the godfather.
Family,
like, he is
like,
big.
real shit. Like, he know my family. That's all South Philly. And he from me and him, the only two from South Philly that's from the fucked up parts.
Yeah,
like he from the projects. I'm just not. I didn't live in the projects.
Yeah,
at least I can say that. I ain't living no motherfucking projects. And shit.
You ain't really from the hood.
I ain't that broke.
Projects.
Me and him was talking one day because he was telling his projects story. You know what's funny? What I love about Keith, right? When I met Keith, he helped out as a. You know how like your parents tell you stories and you're like, I believe you, but. Yeah. And until somebody else retell that story from a different angle,
it ain't real.
You be like, that shit ain't come on, y'all niggas. Well, my dad used to say all the time growing up, he's like, yeah, it was normal in people from Philly to fight the cops. Like, literally ask the cops for a fair one. Like, growing up, he'd be like, cop talking shit,
Philly is so
fuck
different.
you, take off your fucking badge, let's have it out. And you will fight and win, lose, whatever, y'all went home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never heard that until one day I'm talking to Keith. He's like, yeah, so I'm talking to this cops. I was like, yo, take off your fucking badge, throw me a fair one. I was like, y'all really used to do that shit? He was like, yeah, that shit was normal. He said, especially during gang war, because the cops couldn't, in Philly to this day, if you realize, if you look at all the news reports, there's certain areas where a lot, like Chicago, there's shooting amongst each other, but you see the cops don't kill people in Chicago.
Yeah.
They don't kill people in like Detroit. They don't kill black. Well, I'm sorry, Detroit is not excluded, but Philly and Chicago are those weird cities where you don't kill random cops. Try not to kill random people or shoot random people because they don't know who that person really is. Everybody in Philly has they're a family member, so it's so that cop, you might win on the news. But it was one cop that shot somebody, right, in Philly. And the person didn't die, but they shot him, and they didn't prosecute. And it got buried in the news, and of course they're not going to show you this. Of course not. But what happened was, what the locals did, I didn't know him. But what some people I do know did, they went to that motherfucker house and was outside of his house. Yeah. Not on some shit where it's like we just protested in front of they went to his house. Yeah. And he was like, please leave me alone. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. Because you know what my dad told me when I was a kid, and this is some real, my dad's a preacher, just so you know. Yeah. So, my dad's a preacher. It's fucking hilarious. He told me as a kid, he was like, few things. He said, first of all, if you can walk away, if you got to defend yourself, defend yourself. He said, but always remember one fact, everybody has an address. Yep. And I was like, damn, that is some real shit. And that moment, though,
I didn't even know that till just now. I didn't even know niggas.
Everybody.
Do I have an address? Shit, I got worried. Jesus Christ.
But think about how big that statement is. Yeah. Everybody has an address.
They can bring it to your front door.
But
that's his.
I did not really. I was like, but then in that moment when I seen that, I was like, people protesting at that cop house. I was like, that's what he's saying. Everybody has an address. Yeah. And what's scary for that cop is not that people are protesting and it's hurting his feelings. It's that they know, we let you know, we know where the fuck you live. Yep. And it's like you're a human like he was a human. Remember that. Every day you put on that fucking badge, you a cop, but you're a fucking human.
People forget that. People forget, I think that's the shit that people forget sometimes. Like, I don't care, take all the what you do in life away, take all the race and shit and all that gender. It's like, yo, we are humans. I'm a human, and I always recognize my humanity and my morality and my mortality. So when I interact with people, it's always love. There's no, unless you give me that hate, then I understand, okay, well, you're not deserving of the love. But if you out there trying to do it and try to make it, and I see you and I feel, let's do it. Let's do it. If I can, let's do it. I know I won't be, same thing, I won't be able to all the time. You know what I mean?
That bread, but I lend the hand if I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, but even like with like trying to do the podcast and all, it's like, oh, I was like, what can I do that is like, and it's a fucked up thing because it's like, I was like, I don't want this not to be like a brand thing, but it's like, oh, I would just like a podcast where like I can talk about, and we start here and we can go wherever, and it's good for like the listeners, it's good for me, it's good for you, it's good for everybody gets something, we good, right? Right? Like, you know what I mean? But it's a thing where we all need to really just spread that love and don't be scared scared of niggas who just be confident because they know they gonna make it. I mean, it's a scary thing. It's like I don't even like saying it and talking like that, but it's like,
man,
y'all know.
I legit.
I mean, you look, Chris, like you know, nigga. Like
Dude,
ain't gonna.
I legit didn't think I was gonna make it to 18. Know what I mean? To 18, I was like, "There's no way I'm making it to 25."
Yeah,
I hit 25. I was like, I should start planning.
Yeah, you got. Oh my God!
When I hit 30,
bro.
I was like, "This shit is real. I'm really here, nigga." You know what I mean? But
Yo.
yeah, dude. But yeah, I think that's the part that hurt the most. It was like, with everything that happened with this surgery,
Yeah.
it was the lack of people that you thought was like.
How do you move now?
Corner.
Though? How do you move? Like not like move,
I
but
know
like how do you? You know what I mean?
I'm back to how I was, kind of stage one
yeah.
in my career in a good way. I used to always kind of just roll around by myself.
Yeah.
And then when I get places like, you know what I mean, I'm cool with everybody, same shit. I know I'm safe wherever I go because you know I'm cool with everybody, and I also know everybody in the room.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, I also I used to just help out younger comics, like a few
same.
people at a time, like usually 2 to 3 comics.
Yeah.
Keep in touch with them so I don't completely go crazy. And then everybody else is like, you know what I mean, keep it kind of pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No hard feelings. And it's also with, I mean, this is going to sound real morbid, man. With all the fucking, I think this year alone, personally, I know at least I know people in just the new year, 3 people who died.
Yeah.
Right before the new year, one of my homies got killed. Other than that, I know like 5. I know like 3, 4 people who got locked up.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things I also was just like, I'm scared to make any new friends, man, because more emotions and shit, more people to worry about. You know what I mean?
We all got abandonment issues, nigga. What are we doing?
I just thought I was getting over my PTSD, and now this shit is it's not even, it's like now just regular life PTSD, like, nigga, like, ugh.
The crazy shit, man, it's like at what was that, Bell House, right? Going being backstage and just seeing cats, like, because I'm like, I'm out if I'm working, but if I'm not like working or if like just like hanging with another comic, just work some shit out, just hanging at the show with some shit, I just be to myself, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just working out here. And then I come back there and it's like I see you and I see people I haven't seen like in a while. It's like great, and you're like, man, I love these people as people. You know, like all of us, like and it's weird because it's been for me in New York, whatever. Like it's like 10 years of doing comedy and figuring this shit out, and then having time of doing this shit professionally. And I'm in the back. I'm like, man, we are all right here. As you know what I mean? Like there's people outside who wish they could be back here, and it's not even about that. It's that we all have like real human connection. Like, man, we lost Cat. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then even with you, like when you're like, yo, you got people who murdered, people locked up and shit. It's like that real life part of that. It's
so much real life.
This shit is so much real life shit, man.
Yeah. But then it's like, and then it's the same
so
token.
Real life shit, man.
This is what nobody realized. Like you get all that real life shit, and in the same turn, you gotta go tell jokes on stage.
Exactly.
Like I was telling one of my homies, this is fucking real sad story, right? One of my homies named Jalil. He died when I was like 16, right? He died when he was still in school, right? His name was Jalil. Fucking love Lil. He was funny as shit. He was actually way funnier than me.
Yeah.
He was going. Me and him were supposed to come to the comedy club when we turned 18 together.
Yeah.
Because he didn't make it 18.
Yeah.
But this was crazy. One day I'm at a fucking comedy club, right? This is like a year or so in. I'm about to go up on stage. I'm literally standing, pacing in the back like I always did. This is the Laugh House in Philly. My homie Jihad called me, which is, I knew Jihad since elementary school. He's still my friend, right?
Yeah.
We just talked this morning.
Yeah.
I get up. He does a podcast, Out of Left Field podcast. That was an informal plug, but I just thought about it.
Available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Music, and make sure to subscribe, rate, and review 5 stars.
Subscribe.
Also, but Center City, we just want to give just start shouting out everything.
100 episodes coming this Saturday. No. I'm talking to him though. This motherfucker calls me. I'm in the back of the room, and he's like, yo, Chris, you, what you doing? I'm like, I'm about to go on stage real quick. He's like, what's good? He's like, well, yo, just so you know, Jalil got killed. I was like, I know, nigga, that happened like 2 years ago. He's like, no, other Jalil. I was like, oh, all right. Now coming to the stage, Chris Kyan. All right, look, let me call you back. God. So I closed my phone, which lets you know what year, how long ago this is. I closed my phone, walk up. I have a great set. I know I have a good set. Yeah. But literally, I walk on the stage like, what the fuck happened? Like, What happened? He's like, yeah, he got shot, man. And I'm like, but the thing is, this the shit nobody in the room knows. Like, I just went up. I'm literally getting called on stage while getting information that another one of my, because we all went to school together, and Lil was my fucking man. Like, he could play ball, but he also played football too. He went to for homecoming. My school, Bach, which is now closed, would play at a school called Southern, which is a South Philly school. They both South Philly schools, but
like a rivalry and shit.
Yeah, I mean, not anymore since Bach is closed, but they won that one.
I guess they won.
They won the war, you know. But
guys are gonna play ball that good, huh?
Well, we were always great in football. We were bad at everything else. But this motherfucker, but he was the quarterback. So it's crazy because one game, that's sad. That's so sad.
It's so sad.
For homecoming, right? Homecoming game was the only game that like everybody came to, because it was even if you had work, you would call out of work, because the homecoming game, especially it was a cool, like you had that year of 12th grade or something, it was like a whole bunch of really popular people on both teams too.
Yeah.
So it was just fucking packed, right? So we had the homecoming game. My man Jalil, he was the quarterback for the Southern. I was a nose guard and center. Nose guard is right there in the middle of the defensive line. Anybody don't know. So we go one play. I'm about to go sack this motherfucker, right? So I get through, and my linebacker gets through. Linebacker hit him first. Boom. This motherfucker gives up the ball, right? He just fumbles it. Boom. Just let that shit out. Yeah. It bounces right in front of me. I don't even break stride. I pick that shit up, run that shit 65 yards.
Okay.
Touchdown, right?
Okay.
This is homecoming. So this is not like regular shit. Like if I would have did that at a regular game with Chris, good job. Like this is homecoming. Yeah. The whole fucking hood is there. Like this is like one of those moments where it's like you see in a movie where like nigga, how the fuck? Like we got back down the way. They was like, how the fuck did you score at homecoming and you a lineman? Nigga, I said, nigga, I don't know. I was like, but I am happy. Like if I would have been that type of motherfucker, I should have definitely got some pussy that night. I didn't get it. I didn't get it that night. Got it a few nights later. But
there was rain
I definitely should have got it that night. You know what I mean? But that shit was crazy. But no, but that's just like, that was my man though. You know what I mean? Like that was the end of the day. Like that was my man, 100 grand. We made him been cool since middle school. We was cool at that point since middle school. You know what I mean? But that shit is just, but that's the thing. People don't realize that shit with comedy, like how much shit happens.
Yeah, we all fucked up.
Even on that I think that second show when Hannibal was on stage, did you see his set? When he was mid-set.
I left in the middle of the second.
Dude, that's cool. Yeah. Understandable.
Rojo was telling me that shit was so fucking.
It was good because he was like, yeah, man. Hannibal was like, yeah, I'm glad we did 2 shows, man. Raised a lot of money for his family. He said, but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think about it. He said, I thought about the money we raised, but I did not think about the emotional strain. He's like, first show, you go through pure adrenaline, like, let's get through this shit. He said, second show, you be like, oh, we got another one?
We gotta perform again?
I gotta tell these sad-ass happy jokes again? And he's like, he's in mid-set. He's like, yo, man. He's like,
shit is rough.
He's like, yeah, I really felt a lot of emotions right. I don't know what to do with all these. And he just started talking. And one of the things he said, which is hilarious, but it was very true. He was like, man, these motherfuckers is here. He's like, we here for one person. He's like, and trust me, comics die. He said, and just because they die don't mean you get a benefit. Everybody don't get one. Yeah. He said, motherfuckers die. Sometimes you like, all you do is like, yo, you know, XYZ died. And he'd be like, oh, that's fucked up. Then you just hang up the phone. That's it. You feel sad a little bit, then you move the fuck on. Yeah. He said the fact that all these people are here and they came out, and it's like, and people wanted to be, and it wasn't like a thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't really a popularity contact. It wasn't a dick measure
that
contact.
It
was
love,
cool.
Man,
like, I remember I'm there and fucking Lucas brother, like, Chris, man, we'll try to get you up. I was like, if you don't, you don't. Yeah. If you do, you do. Yeah. I said, dude, I'm be honest with you, I'm not
I wasn't there and I couldn't get it. They were like, yo, you
I was like, if you need me. Yeah. I said this, I made it very clear. I said, if you need me to go up, I will. But I said, and that's because, like, I get it. Like, a lot of y'all are in a different emotional state than I am. Like, I was really cool with Kev. Yeah. He wasn't my friend. You know what I mean? Like, me and him were really cool. You know what I mean? But it's, you know what I mean? But if something...
because you've had people that you've lost. And you're like, I know the proximity means something different.
I can be honest with myself. Some people were probably overclassifying themselves. Because I think when you also got that guilt sitting inside of you, too, because I tell people, like, when I'm around people, I try to tell people... every day, like not every day, but any day. Like, let's say if you're doing something dope,
Yeah.
or I got something like to say to you, I say it to you then. I don't wait, because I'm like, you just never fucking know. Motherfucker, like, I say that from experience. You never fucking know. So I just say it when I feel at that moment. I made people uncomfortable sometimes because I'm like, yo, man, you really a good fucking person. And I say it to their face. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, man, that's kind of weird. You say, I'm sorry. I said, if that hurt your feelings or made you feel uncomfortable, I apologize, but I needed to say it now because you never know next time I'm either going to see you or if I'm going to ever see you again. I don't want to hold this shit back.
That's like such a weird thing because I had that same kind of vibe of like anytime I interact with somebody, I'm like, this could be the last time we interact, so
Facts.
I'm getting all of it out.
Big facts.
This might be awkward for you, but it's so cathartic for me.
But if you die though, I feel good inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if one of us goes, I'm gonna be like, man, last conversation was great.
My conscience is
You know what I mean?
clean,
I got nothing else to tell him. We good. You know what I mean?
And that's the good thing. I think last time I talked to Kev, I said some real sentimental shit, and he just made a face like, damn, Chris, that was way too sentimental. Thank you. But I'm very uncomfortable. I was like, thank you. He was like, cool. Thank you. Now let's move on and do something else. I was like, okay, Kev. You know what I mean? And we moved on and did something else.
Yeah.
And then we never spoke about that moment again. Yeah. That's how it is. But it's cool. But no, it was very, I mean, he took it very, like, you know what I mean? Very fucking
Yeah. But
good.
it's just what it is.
It was like, it is, he was just being honest. It's all honest shit, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't feel like I needed to go up there. I didn't feel like, we also wasn't, you know what I mean? As a person, I didn't feel like I needed to project how I feel. That's probably also, it's probably also the detriment to myself sometimes. You know what I mean? So I can, it's kind of long-term hiding from my own emotions. You know what I mean? Like playing a long game with my emotions. Like, oh, y'all think you're going to catch me later? No. Fuck your emotions. I'm going to tuck these motherfuckers.
You get it right now, B. You get it, yo. People get sad every day, B. You see me? I'm out here, B. Anyway, Chris,
cool.
what do you want to, just tell me your socials and stuff. We put it in.
Cool.
We put it in.
Social media at Cotton215, COTTON 215. I don't know if I should plug anything. I just do that.
Just plug that. I always tell people to plug that because if they follow you there, then they get everything.
That's everything. That's my name on everything, everywhere. Even if you backslash it on Facebook, if you go on Snapchat, I got it, but I don't give it. I don't use that shit. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, so
I don't Snapchat.
Yeah, I know. Yo, Mike Brown on everything. Chris, thanks for coming.
Dude, this was
great episode. And that's it. Peace.
All right, bye.